super excited. So he's a newbie here, so we got to give him a Nifty Thrifty welcome here. It's Eric with DentalHQ. Eric, what's up?
Hey guys, thank you for having me. Excited to be here. It's first time on, and we were just talking about our founder, Dr. Brett Wells. So he's been on a few times. That might be the familiar face you see from DentalHQ. So
well, guys, I want you guys to know, especially ladies here. Eric, he lost his voice while he was out at DEO, was having a blast with our friends Emmett and Jake and Darren and stuff. That's why his voice sounds like he's not trying to do a sexy voice. No. Here's the thing. If you do find it sexy, that's good. That's good. But I tell you that DentalHQ, the product, is going to be even more impressive than Eric's voice here. So, Eric, you're the VP of Business Development, right?
I am, yes.
And so what that basically means is that you're like one of the co-founders. And so you understand DentalHQ. You understand the plight that dentists have when it comes to membership plans. So for those who are new, and for those who don't know who DentalHQ is, and again, most of them do, but for those who don't know, Eric, talk about DentalHQ and talk about kind of like what makes you guys different from other companies, other companies that do membership plans and honestly, people who try to do it themselves.
Sure. I think you can wrap it up in one word: innovation. And so, Brett and I had been friends for years. When he started this company, we didn't even have a platform yet. And he said, hey, you got to do this with me. And so I had no idea about dentistry, no idea what a membership plan was, but it clicked. It made perfect sense that there's a lot of people out there without dental insurance that don't go see a dentist. And this shows them it's affordable. And so that's where we started everything. And innovation after innovation, Brett is definitely our visionary, our leader on that. And the really cool part is everything that we do, we get to beta test, try out in his own offices, see what works, see what his team says. Ooh, that's a little funky. I don't want to go down that path. We're able to really, make this user friendly and most importantly, increase patient care.
Yeah, I love that. And again, just to let you guys know, for those who are new and don't know what DentalHQ is all about, it's a membership plan. But here's the thing: it was created by dentists for dentists. That's the main thing. But you know what? We got a lot of things that we want to cover. I want to share my screen here. We're just gonna kind of go over things, and as we go through this Facebook Live, you guys are gonna learn more. But here's the cool thing: we have an awesome nifty deal. But again, this is a type of product where the goal is to help you make more money. The goal is to help your patients accept more treatment, to do more treatment. We understand as dentists, there's so many things that we have to pay for, right? But what about paying for something that actually helps your patient and helps you at the same time? So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to show my screen here, and Eric, walk us through things there. So again, of course, DentalHQ, awesome sponsor with Nifty Thrifty Dentist. But what's so awesome about it is this dude right here. And again, if you guys recognize him, well, yeah, because that's Brett Wells. He's a fellow dentist. He's an entrepreneur, has multiple practices. But again, Eric, talk about that. You were saying how, what makes things different is that you guys have a laboratory. The laboratory is Dr. Wells' office. So talk about how that's been super helpful and how, you guys are able to really just test things out in there and how helpful that is.
Yeah. And even before that, going back to the quick story about why we created DentalHQ is because Brett saw a need in his own practices. So it's not like we created membership plans. That wasn't our idea. He was actually, I believe, in Dr. Charles Blair, very familiar name for a lot of you. He was in a seminar of his, and it clicked for Brett. He said, okay, I've got to do one of these membership plans in my own office. Then he ran into some problems. As his plan grew, it was harder and harder to actually administrate, keeping up with the members, what the pricing was, were they paid up when they came in? And then more than anything, the renewal phone calls. His team was doing a great job making the phone calls, but every patient said the exact same thing. Sure, I want to be on it, I'll renew it when I come back in for my next appointment. And so for a lot of you dentists out there, you know that next appointment could be every 8 months, 9 months, or never, right, for an uninsured patient. So this whole idea behind DentalHQ originally was to just automate collection of payments and then, really get into really just, handling the tedious stuff of administering the plan. But since then, and we'll kind of dig into the weeds a little bit on some of the innovation a little later on, definitely want to speak to the opportunity. Almost the obvious here, two biggest segments of the market joining these plans and even finding out and asking about them now are definitely newly retired patients or just retirees in general, and then you're self-employed. And we all know since 2020, more and more people have joined that kind of gig economy workforce, the self-employed, sole proprietor type workforce. So they're looking for this. What do they do? And the sad part is that bottom stat right there. It's only about 20% of uninsured patients actually see a dentist.
Wow.
That's got to change, right? Like that's crazy.
And the thing is with the way the economy, we're just talking about the way the economy's going, who knows, right? Like hopefully
it's not getting better, right?
Yeah, hopefully the bleeding stops. But again, it's like you're going to have real conversations with patients who come in and they're in pain. They need to get help, right? And they don't have a way to pay. Well, this is a great opportunity to use something like this and be the solution, because that's the thing. If they're going around, they're looking at other practices and there's no solutions, and if you're the solution, imagine how many more patients you would get, So again, let's talk about what can you expect, when we have like the membership plan here.
Sure. Yeah. And the left side is probably what you're used to, right? Like I said, it's the uninsured patient. Doesn't mean all of them, right? But the majority of them don't come in but every 8 to 9 months. And so that's pretty typical. And they're only getting about half the treatment. They might listen to you and they might say, oh gosh, yeah, I understand that I need this full scaling root planning, but then they leave and never come back. And that's part of the high attrition. It's just a fact. It's a sad fact, but uninsured patients don't stick with the practice nearly as long as an insured patient, and better yet, a member. So the membership plan, regardless of usage, you're getting paid for the 2 cleanings. Now, the great part about this is that's actually creating a shift in patient mentality, and they're coming in closer to the 6-month recall mark because they're trying to get the value out of what they're paying for.
Yeah, they want to take advantage of things, right? No one likes to waste things. I mean, it's kind of like us whenever we sign up for any kind of membership plan, or sometimes the gym membership, right? You realize you haven't been to the gym in a while, and the renewal's coming up. You want to just start working out and getting more. So again, this is just a way they have to retrain the patients. But we understand like the membership plans, and again, how important it is. But not all membership plans are made the same, right? And again, you can do it yourself, and people do, and it's successful. But here's the thing: after a while, are you going to keep up with it? So
right.
Let's talk about Eric. Let's talk about the platform. Let's talk about about the innovation and the technology here.
So the biggest part, it's easy. Okay, it's a lot of times office managers, practice owners will come to us and say, "I've been meaning to do one of these. I don't know where to start." So we've made it easy for them to create the plan. The automated everything side of it, we are truly taking away an entire person, an entire job task out of your team's hands and putting it right into the software. And raise your hand if you're having staff shortages, right? Like that's a big, big thing right now. So it's one of those things. Why not have a software or technology to actually do this for you and let your team do what they should be doing best? And interacting with the patients, getting the work done in the office, right? I want to skip down. Support, you expect it. A little bit of marketing help, maybe you expect it. The business and community connect are ways to do outreach to those small local businesses in your community. The community connect side, think about any group with hundreds of people, apartments, assisted living communities, youth sports clubs. These are all groups that have tons of uninsured patients. Why not reach out to them? And why not let us do that for you? Why not let us help you? Like we just mentioned, the staff shortage, we can actually support you and help you with that and get these people onto your plan.
Well, what's so unique about that? What's so unique about the Business and Community Connect feature with Dental HQ? That what's unique about it is that there's so many other businesses out there, other small businesses that, hey, they have the same fears too. They have
That's right.
staff shortages. They have rising overhead. Some, depending on what industry you're in, it's probably worse than what we're facing, right? So they're always thinking like, how am I going to retain team members? How am I going to give them benefits? What if they knew you had this membership plan? What if you became that solution where you're helping them out, and in return, their team, their staff members are coming to you? And that's what I love about that Business Community Connect, because it's one thing to have the platform, right? It's another thing to give us a strategy, which you guys do, to help connect with these other people in your community.
The really cool part about Business Connect, we've built it out so far that they can actually subsidize any amount they want. So if they wanted to actually chip in some, that small business could say, you know what, I can't really afford a dental benefit for everybody through insurance, and I'm not going to offer one. Then all of a sudden we approach them with your membership plan. They can afford to chip in $5, $10, $15, and that's still allowing the patient or their employee to go ahead and chip in the other $5, $10, $15, you know, whatever the cost of the plan, right? So
it's like a win-win here, you know. So again, we're gonna go we're doing a little tour of the platform again, and so talk about this here, what we're looking at here, Eric.
Yeah, sure. And you know, I want to give you guys a high level overview, but when we say, okay, we help you with the plans, we're talking start to finish. So not a discount plan, not something that you're discounting. And that's a common misconception that, you know, you're going to have to discount 25, 35%. We ask for these 11 UCR codes just to help you position and price out the plan. We can also look at the averages in the area, but it's really important that you get full fees for hygiene, because let's face it, hygiene doesn't cost that much anyway. And when you offer a monthly or an annual option, just let the patient pick what fits their budget, right? So most patients actually do still continue with the annual plan, but we want to make sure that you're getting full fees for the hygiene side. Pretty typical outside of that to offer a little discount off of additional procedures, the filling, the crown, anything else they need. And our platform is also set up to do family discounts, and you don't have to pick and guess what that family needs. The platform will just figure out that cost, figure out any discount you want to afford them, and make it very
Eric,
simple.
I mean, it sounds like my 12-year-old daughter can probably come in and set this up.
Absolutely.
It's that easy, right? Okay, so again, like when we're talking about marketing help, and again, like all these things, talk about this right here. Talk about like just again, like these layouts here. Which again, if I'm a patient looking at it, I'm like, wow, that seems really easy. That is a lot of times you see something with membership plan, it's so complicated. It looks pretty easy, you know. 1, 2, 3 steps, 3 options. Talk about this here.
That's right. And so we've actually have different templates like you're looking at here that can fit your website. Tell the patient exactly how to join. Bottom sections, all kinds of FAQs, but it's more about what is your plan offering them? What is the cost of that? And then they can join or enroll right there through your website. Alternatively, they can, of course, do it through the platform, over the phone, in the office. But you know, this really, if I'm moving to an area, right, I just got a new job and I'm poking around dentists near me, and I don't necessarily, maybe it's a new company I've started. I'm looking at this saying, okay, this office has something for me. I'm about to give them a call and just really validate what I'm looking at, right? What's included in the plan, and is this really all I'm paying to get all of my preventive care services?
What I like about this is the fact that everyone's wondering, like, how am I going to market this, right? Well, you guys have the templates, right? So that's another thing too. You know, look, the platform itself, we know how awesome the platform is. We also know that it was started by a dentist. He understands what we're going through. But what's so cool here is that there's marketing materials that can help you, right? Like if you need these templates, put it on the website. And I'm going to tell you how important that is if I was someone, think about it, if you didn't have insurance or you were looking around seeing what provider I can see, and they see that there's an option for no dental insurance, right? That's going to make that patient want to call you. If they don't see it on a website, they're going to move on to the next person and look to see if someone has a payment option or some way to help them afford the dentistry. So I love that right there. Okay, so again, we're going to continue to, we kind of veered a little bit, looked at the marketing. So again, talk about this right here.
Yeah, and this is the natural progression, right? So whether they sign up in your office or, you know, on your website, your team is always notified that you have a new member, or in this case, a family. I'm not sure how small this is appearing to you guys, but my point in bringing this up, all your team is really having to do, it's just like checking an insurance benefit. When Jill is coming in, she's on the schedule for the cleaning today, Profi Bite Wings. All your team does, check the dashboard, make sure they're active. That's it. We're the ones collecting the payments, doing all the real-time reporting, monthly reporting, and direct deposit. So your team doesn't have to worry about any of that.
Well, hey, I mean, again, you already said it. It's easy enough that my 12-year-old daughter can do it too. You know, so again, there's always people always talk about like, all right, well, when you do a membership plan, you have some quote unquote, you're coming up with your own insurance and all that stuff. There's always these debates like, okay, well, how legal it is and whatnot. Here's the thing. You guys are all about making things easy and automated, right? So you guys already dove into that. So again, talk about like how the compliance, and talk about how this membership plan really is not like a DentalHQ plan. It's really kind of like your office plan, and why that's so important.
That's right. And that's what we've done, that regulatory and compliance for you. We do have a healthcare litigation firm on retainer. We go through them for a lot of different stuff. We actually just reached out to Dykema, definitely a brand name in the industry, right, to kind of partner up with, to pretty much just make sure that there's nothing extra that you'll ever need to do. We would always notify you about that. But the bottom line here is it's direct primary care, right? So even though we're helping you administrate this plan, it is your plan. Yeah. All right. It's your plan for your patients. They're not joining a DentalHQ network. They can't just cancel any time and say, oh, I'm going to, call up DentalHQ on me. No, it's white labeled for your office. Everything goes through your office, and we're here to support you in your plan.
And again, that's super important. And so again, like we have here, Dr. White here, who's a member of the group. And again, he loves it. But, since we're on this page here, talk about like, naturally people are going to say, well, okay, there's so many different companies out there. Sure. Like how many users do you guys actually have? And here's the thing, guys. I mean, for a company that's fairly new, they have been grown. They've been everywhere. So if you've been living under a rock and haven't been out, you're missing out here. But just talking about like the growth of the company, about how many people are signing up. Talk about that, Eric.
Sure. We're running a few thousand practitioners on the plan right now, or on the platform, I should say. Dr. White being a very good example of someone who was running a plan, thought it's better to do it myself. I'm saving money. Until they gave us a shot, they'll never go back, right? They will never, ever turn away and say, we can do it better ourselves. Because we have done this a few thousand times for different offices, and it's working, right? That's the bottom line. You're not using an old accounting book, right, for your accounting in your office. You're not using charts and writing on them anymore. Everything is digital. This is just the next innovation, the new technology to run an in-house plan, much easier. And,
this doc right here is just saying how just the tracking and the monthly management has made his life so much easier. So again, you talked about that too, right? Like, hey, you can do things yourself, and then you got to track and you got to manage, you got to hunt down people and whatnot. Just talk about like how this makes it so much easier for docs like him.
Right. And Ford's he's a great example of something you said earlier as well. He chose 5 random cases. They were emergency cases. He netted about 50,000, which I know he wouldn't mind me saying that because he loves knowing this, but netted about 50,000 off of about 5 different cases. And they weren't even on his membership plan yet. They were emergencies, right? And then he said, you know what? You guys should be coming to see me anyway for your cleanings. Now they're on his membership plan. There's that stickiness factor. They trust him. They've been with him for a couple years now, and they're not going to go anywhere. So he was using it, a little bit differently for those people, but he now has a really easy way to get those people coming back in and not have to worry about the collection side of it. But like his bottom sentence there says, this is leading to higher collections.
Oh, I love that. And again, imagine, what he's paying for DentalHQ and what he just netted off that one case and that family. I think he paid for
He'll
this
never pay
for a
us that
very
much.
long time.
He'll never ever pay us that much. So
I mean, he's pretty much got this pretty much for free after that, you know. So again, there's so many different companies out there, right? There's so many different companies out there. In fact, there's a bunch of people in Nifty Thrifty unfortunately do it themselves. But what they're going to realize is, as your business grows, as your practice grows, you might have made sense doing it by yourselves when you were a startup, maybe after the first few years. But if your practice is growing, you're going to run out of time to do it and do it effectively. You're going to end up leaving money on the table. And of course, there's other companies there. But again, I told you, DentalHQ is a little different. It's all about innovation. So again, let's talk about some of these bullet points. Big thing is a practicing dentist, not some dude out there, right?
Yeah.
Just a random person. Practicing dentist created this because he saw the issues we were all having, and he created something that helps us out.
Yeah, so not only from his mindset, but he's thinking about his team first and foremost, right? He's trying to make sure it's easy for them, because if they don't adopt it, if they don't like it, we all know how that goes, right? They're going to put it in a drawer and you'll never hear about it again. I do think that, hopefully not coming across arrogantly on it, but we are exclusively endorsed by different state associations and groups. It's a big feather in our cap. We are very grateful for those relationships, but we earned them. There's a reason they chose our platform over some of these other ones out there. And, some of that reason might go into cost. So it's typically 40 to 60% less. With the Nifty Thrifty deal, that's even more. Yeah. But regardless, there's no setup cost at all. There's no monthly commitment there. No fine print tying your office or your patients to DentalHQ. So it is one of those things that we need to prove ourselves, and we actually only get paid as you grow.
Well, something I want to just let everyone know, because again, we are in the Nifty Thrifty group here. What that highlighted statement says is that they want to earn your business every month. Man, what a novel concept, right? Yeah. On this day and age where everyone's locked down with contracts and whatnot, a company wants to earn your business every month. I mean, it's right there. There's no take backs here. This is on a Facebook Live. It's already came out of his mouth. So again, if you're even thinking about doing a membership plan, why not? Right? Why not? So again, of course, there's the custom plans, but again, Eric, I want you to talk about Business Connect and Community Connect, because I told Brett that is like a genius idea. So again, talk about that one more time.
Sure. Yeah, that is something that we pioneered, came out with a couple years ago now. And, to be fully transparent with you guys, it was not something that just took off. We had to figure out, how can this work? How do we need to help the office and support the office to actually reach out to these community groups, to those local businesses? And it's working now. We've kind of found that formula so that you don't have to, right? And that's something that, those are just the start of the innovations, right? We're coming out with API connections, meaning just connecting to your practice management software. We're about to release a new upgrade, actually multiple new upgrades between September and the end of the year. So it is just going to continue to get better and better and better. Of course, membership plans are our foundation, but we have a long way to go. We've got our secret sauce list.
Oh,
so we're excited about that.
So again, guys, I just want to reiterate here before I talk about the Nifty deal is, again, they're not satisfied with what they have right now, which is amazing already. So again, they're talking about integration. They're talking about getting other things there. The integration is going to be the big thing, because I can't even think of anyone else that is integrated that has a platform like DentalHQ. But with that being said, we're in the Nifty Thrifty group. Eric's kind of new here, but here's our chance to kind of take advantage of him. No, we're not going to take advantage of him. But let's talk about
wild. That's it.
Let's talk about the Nifty deal here, because here's the thing. Number one, the great thing is, and I already see a whole bunch of people jumping on. You guys are slick there. You guys know 30-minute mark. You slide in and get the Nifty deal. You guys are slick. Okay, so the Nifty Thrifty deal. Look, before we even get into that, the man already said it himself. No sign-up fees. No setup fees, no monthly fees, no contracts. They're not going to hold you. They want to earn your business every month. That's a no-brainer right there. But here's the thing. Eric's all about over-delivering, right? So, Eric, talk about the Nifty deal.
Yep, another 15% off. So where we're normally 40 to 60% less expensive, let's just take it further. Our retail pricing is normally 3, 2, or 1, respectively, for these categories. we're dropping it down to $255, $70, and one, which is that 15% off, only for Nifty Thrifty. So something we're very proud to offer you guys.
And guys, for those big practices who are wondering, like, okay, I have a huge practice, I want to get a whole bunch of people on, but I'm gonna get hosed on this. No, you don't, man. You actually get hooked up here. So you guys who have all those, patients, and again, let's be honest here, right? Let's be honest here. Things are changing economically, right? Maybe people who are coming in and they were a fee for service patient, they were okay. When times are tough, they need a little help, right? The last thing you want is to have your patients not come see you. What a great way to really retain some of those patients by saying, hey guys, I just want to let everyone know we have this membership plan. If you need it, it's here. We would encourage to get everyone on it. What a great way to just take the pressure off of people, to put something out there. And again, with this Nifty Thrifty deal, there is no excuse, right? No excuse. Okay, let me just kind of jump this off there. So Eric, we just kind of flew by and just talked about everything at DentalHQ. Now, for those who are watching right now and they're like, okay, I want to take advantage of the Nifty deal. I want to take advantage of all these, no sign-up fees, no setup fees, all those things. Seems like it's a no-brainers, no secret fees added in or anything like that. What is their next steps? Obviously we're going to put the website there, but what is the next steps for someone who's curious, who wants to know, wants to get into their practice?
Yeah, let's talk. That's it, right? Okay. So DentalHQ.com or DentalHQ.com/Nifty Thrifty. We've got a landing page. You can schedule a demo. That doesn't take much longer than what we're going through now. But if you want to talk one-on-one about just your fees or how you should build out a plan, unique things, we can customize a plan to fit any office, any dental need. So that's really what we're doing with that. Then we go into about a 15-minute onboarding and even do a team training. So we're going to really walk you through this entire thing. We're not just giving you software and saying good luck. We are going to continually help you to grow your plan. And, like Dr. Glenn, like you said, let's give it a shot, because once you actually do it, you'll realize, wow, people are paying me on a more regular basis, right? I'm seeing them more often. They're coming back in more often. And so it has worked out incredibly well for everyone using the platform.
I love it, guys. Here's the here's the landing page here. We'll put it in the comments, but I just want you to see. And just in case you don't remember what the deal is, the guys over at DentalHQ, they're all about making things easy. They make my life easy too. And they're like, look, here's the discount here. If you go through this landing page, there's no arguing or anything. There's no like, did I get the deal or not? No, if you see this Nifty Thrifty right here, you're getting the deal. And if you go through here, everyone that's on Eric's team, they know that's a Nifty Thrifty member. You're going to get hooked up there. Awesome. Well, Eric, before we log off here, any words to the Nifty Thrifty Nation, anything at all, any words of advice or anything like that to the Nifty Thrifty members? No,
it's one of those things that this has been great. Thank you so much for having us. First timer. So I will continue to be on and really engage in the group. But no, this is, I'm looking forward to talking with all you. It's going to be great. Guys. So.
Well, hey, if you guys happen to reach out to them and you happen to get Eric on the phone, I can't guarantee you he's going to have his sexy voice going, because again, it was because he lost his voice. But I can promise you how he's super professional here, how he was so knowledgeable about everything, so knowledgeable about what we're going through. You're going to get all that information, and the rest of the team too. The rest of the team's awesome. So Eric, thank you so much for jumping on. Guys, take advantage of the Nifty deal. No strings attached, right? The man said it himself. Go try it out. And he's already said, once you try DentalHQ, it's gonna hard to go back, especially how easy it is. So Eric, thank you so much for jumping on. Guys, we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.